Please subscribe to our channel Crazy Knowledge World and don't forget to click on the bell icon for instant notification of our new videos. Here are the top 5 old wedding traditions you didn't know existed. Number 5. The integrity of the cup. The Abyssinians, now known as the Habesha people of Africa, had a ceremony involving wine, a cup and a hole. When two people married, the ceremony was quite normal by today's standards, with feasting, happiness, and seeing the new couple off to the wedding chamber at night. The next morning, the whole village gathers around the site of the wedding chamber, basically, to see how it went. The groom appears holding a cup. He gives the cup to the bride's father and one of two things happens. Hopefully, the cup is just a cup and the two men drink the wine inside together and the marriage is happily cemented. But if, when the groom lets go of the cup, the hole he'd been plugging with his finger opens and all the wine pours out, the wedding is off. This announces to everyone present that the groom has found that his wife had been, let's say, naughty before marriage, and he is dissatisfied. No words are spoken, but the marriage is annulled, and the father takes his dowry and naughty daughter back home. Number 4. The touching dance. The Luluet Indians, from what is now British Columbia, had a ritual called the touching dance. The people dance, and unmarried girls wear a sash. A man grabs hold of it if he wants to marry her. If she doesn't want to marry him, she takes it away from him, and he was to go away. When the dance ends, the chief calls out the names of the couples still attached. If the girl had allowed the man to keep hold of her sash until the end, they were then considered married. Number 3. Beating the groom and ordering them to make love to his new wife. This is a tradition, recorded in 1921, shared as far apart in the world as White Russia, now Belarus, and among native Colombians. Beating the groom and ordering them to make love to his new wife. In Belarus, the groom's best man follows the couple into the bedroom, waits until they're under the covers, beats his friend with a whip and yells, "Look at each other, kiss and embrace fast." In Old Colombia, the whip man follows the couple to their marital hut and yells at the groom, "Take the woman," and then beats him with a whip. The same whip which, coincidentally, the tribe uses for funerals. Number 2. Swedish wives get the upper foot. The Swedish wedding traditions was recorded in 1835. In Sweden, they conjured little tricks to make sure the wife has the upper hand in marriage, like a bride must try to see her bridegroom before he sees her, then she will be in charge of things. For the same reason, she needs to keep at least one foot in front of his during the ceremony. Then she has to be quick and sit down first at the wedding banquet. And finally, she should drop something, as if by accident. Then her groom will bend over to pick it up, and she will have assurance that he will bend his back to her will the rest of the marriage. Number 1. The blister pack bride. In the northeast corner of Russia lived the Kamchatka. There, once upon a time, if a man wanted to marry a girl, he basically had to sold himself into a brief slavery to her parents. If her parents were satisfied with the man's work, they'd give him permission to marry the girl. They did this by telling him to go find her and strip her naked. That's the marriage ceremony. Well, then comes the weird part. Once it's known that the groom is on the hunt, all the women in the village take the girl under their protection, and at the same time almost smother her in clothes, heaping one garment upon another, and swathing her around with fish nets and straps, so that she has the appearance of a mummy. One day he might get lucky and find his fiancée loosely guarded. He then jumps on her and begins entangling her. While he does this, the alarm is sounded and all the women come to the bride's aid, beating, kicking, scratching, and seriously trying to wound the young man. If he's beaten back, the game continues. If he manages to strip her, then he runs away. But tradition calls for the bride to tenderly call him back and invite him to her bed to stay. Please like and share this video, and do leave your comments. Also, to get instant notification from our channel, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Sayonara.